people want to know whether or not they are protected and what options they have available. But not everybody has an option or an opportunity available.
Are you able to? You're able to obviously give them if they reach out to you.
Yes, that is what we do. We do very intense conversations with them. We have a pre-consultation team that vets them very thoroughly. And then when the attorney does our strategy session with them, we discuss with them what options are available and how to guide them into whatever their, opportunity they may have or not opportunity. And we're very upfront with them. If they don't have an opportunity here and they need to return back to their country for whatever reason, we guide them on that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We follow what the law says. It's not just to have as many people here in the U.S. And that's a big problem that I have on my social media because unfortunately, a lot of people think that as an immigration attorney, we advocate for people to just be in the United States. And that's not what my job is. My job is to follow immigration law. So whether or not you have an opportunity or not, I tell you that. But if I tell you that you don't have an opportunity and your recourse is to only return back to your country, either at a later time you will have that opportunity or you may never get that opportunity. I will tell you that. So it's not to facilitate people in the United States in an unauthorized manner.
Yeah.
It's to be able to give proper legal information. And I get attacked the most on that.
All right, so we got to talk about that more.
Sure.
Are we rolling? We're fully on. All right, good. So we have to get into that because obviously it is a very important topic right now. It's not like the borders are open, right? I think there was a time maybe in the last administration where it was a little bit more relaxed. Am I wrong? And then now it's closed. And how, from an immigration standpoint, what are you seeing?
Well, from an immigration standpoint, I'm seeing a lot of panic and uncertainty with people. They want to know how or what policies will affect them and how it will affect them and what can they do, because majority of the people want to continue to stay in the United States. They want to have an opportunity here, but that doesn't mean that just because they want it, they're able to get it. And keep in mind too, in my practice, we do all areas of immigration. So we have a business employment department, we have a litigation department, we have a USCIS family department, we do humanitarian cases, we do K-1 fiance. I've been on the 90-Day Fiance show. I've had a few clients from there. We help process people through a legal pathway, navigating with them how to obtain their immigration benefit to live their American dream. That's what we do.
And your law firm, and we were talking about this before, has just grown tremendously. You are on Instagram, you're on TikTok, you're on YouTube Shorts. Immigration Attorney Sam.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. In TikTok, it's immigration_attorney_ Sam. And on Instagram, it's immigration_attorney_ Saman, because the AN was not enough space in TikTok. And then also in YouTube, we are U.S. Immigration Law Counsel. So we initially were formed as Florida Immigration Law Counsel. And really due to the pandemic, because of the opportunity to represent people more across the United States, immigration's federal law.
Yep.
So we've always had the opportunity to represent people in all 50 states, but it comes at a higher expense because there are costs associated with flying to another city, and then there can be issues. You can fly to another city for court, and then the judge says, I'm rescheduling it. That becomes a huge financial burden on the respondent to pick up all of those expenses and pay for that. When COVID happened, they transitioned to a program called WebEx, which allows video representation in court, and we are allowed to represent in USCIS, the government agency, telephonically as well. So that opportunity has really expanded our business in allowing us to legitimately represent in all 50 states. I have clients from Alaska, Hawaii, California, New York, all the way Montana, South Dakota, every state I have clients.
Yeah, the pandemic was a game changer, I think, for all lawyers across the board, from not having to go to hearings live.
Right.
Obviously, trials are a little bit different, but But so is that when you switched from the Florida immigration firm to the general or the U.S. immigration firm?
Right around that time, I was like, Florida. Having the word Florida was kind of a setback because while having the opportunity to represent in all 50 states, when they see Florida, they're like, well, you can only represent in Florida, and then I have to explain no. At that point, we went ahead and we did a name change, and we actually trademarked it. We patented it, so we are officially U.S. Immigration Law Counsel. Yes.
Wow.